My name is Andrea Tucker. I'm the plant manager at Smithfield Foods over here in Wilson, North Carolina. I grew up in small town Georgia, country road actually, Route 44. And growing up, I really, didn't have any idea what I wanted to do, where I wanted to go, much like many people today. I knew I loved numbers. Early on, I knew I loved helping people. I had a passion for helping others. And early on, I thought that a pediatrician would be the best way to help others. My first job was a babysitting job, and I loved kids of all ages. And so I originally thought, I'm going to grow up to be a pediatrician. Start of my high school career, I had to take a class called biology. I learned that I'm not very good in biology. So it was really not a good thing for me to grow up and be a doctor because you have to learn all that stuff. Instead, what I did love was math. Numbers were my game. It made me tick. I loved them. I studied them. I know you're probably thinking, how in the heck are you studying numbers? But you do. Those people that like math just get it. They like numbers. So I also played the violin. Now, of course, you always have those dreams where you think, oh, I'm going to be a violinist and I'm going to play in the symphony, and then reality hit and I'm like, you know what, Andrea, no, you're good, but you're mediocre good. You're not the greatest. So I had to figure out what it was that I was going to go to school for. I did get a scholarship to play in the orchestra at University of Georgia and thought that, you know what, my dreams are going to come true. I'm going to do this. But as some of you can probably relate, I went to college and took a couple of classes and realized that's not going to be my dream. And I decided to go for a business degree with a focus in accounting of all things, which are numbers. Lots of fun, lots of not really sure what to do after that. When I graduated, there was a way that they said, present yourself this way for a job that you may have in this corporate world, and everything's going to be so much fun and whatnot. And so I married my high school sweetheart who was in the military and was transferred to Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Day 3 of his transfer, I came to Tar Heel, North Carolina to interview for a third shift inventory clerk at Smithfield. So I dressed to impress, as my college professors told me that I should do. Day 1 of the interview, show up all pretty, khakis with a collared shirt, ready to work because I was super excited that I was going to be in the accounting department. So my boss interviewed me and said, how are you doing? How's life? What do you do outside of, working? That sort of thing. Well, here I was, a new college student. I didn't have life hobbies. I went to college. I worked as a babysitter. I was able to get a little bit of income, but hobbies weren't really that thing. So I didn't really have a whole lot to tell her other than I'm a hard worker. And she says, well, I appreciate all of that, and I understand that you're a hard worker, but what you're going to be doing does not require you to dress like that. So I want you to come back tomorrow in some blue jeans and a t-shirt. And so I left and I thought, what am I doing? The college prepared me to be on a lifelong journey of khakis and collared shirts and a beautiful corporate time. And here I am coming back for an interview in t-shirts and blue jeans. So I did. We went to the pig pens out back of the plant, and she showed me what my job was going to be. I was going to be playing with the pigs. I was going to count the pigs as they came off the truck and made sure that the right amount of pigs that came off this truck was the right amount of pigs that went into that pen. And I thought to myself, what have I done? I am a college graduate counting pigs. And I thought, this is not what this is not what I dreamed. This is not that pediatrician or that violinist that I was going to be. I'm a pig counter. I play with pigs. And so some of my friends that I had met while I was working, they love to laugh because I tell them all the time, when they say you love your job. Yes, I love my job. I get to play with the pigs all day, or rather all night. It was a third shift job, so it wasn't that first shift, dream stuff. But nonetheless, I worked my way up into a job that was extremely satisfying and rewarding. So in this role, I love my job, by the way. People can say they love their job, but I truly love my job. I get to work with people all the time, get to help, personal, professional, guide people, mold them into things that they think they can't do. And it's very fulfilling. And yes, I run the operations and I'm responsible for the plant stuff. And, I've got an awesome team that does really great work with all of that. But I get to also self-satisfy myself, and that is just, I get to work with the people. I get to make a difference. If there's one piece of advice that I can give, follow your passion. Find out what it is that makes you run, makes you go, and follow that. Don't be afraid of breaking those glass ceilings. All of these, I can't, I don't, throw those away. You will. I will. That's what you need to say to yourself. You will and you can. If I can help you do anything, a tour of Smithfield, a mentee, if you need me to be a mentor, I can help with that. Please reach out. Don't be afraid to reach out. Thank you.